Last week we found out why no one travels the NT in wet season, and Mother Nature showed us who's boss. We crashed drones and got some of the coolest experiences all to ourselves. This week is no different as we explore the Litchfield National Park and explain the brutal reality of travel and how everything is not how it seems.
We do have bad news. No one's exempt from stuff or happening to them, so...
First off our list is trying to find the Litchfield National Park's lost city.
Alright, so just come down to the Lost City, and this one is actually taking me by surprise. I think it's really cool in here. Crazy, there's like all these rocks and they're all just sitting in the middle of Litchfield National Park by themselves and staggered on each other, and there's a lot of signs around saying there's all different types of rocks. So I think it was saying there's like sandstone, siltstone, ripplestone. So when you come through here you can have a look and see the different types of rocks. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. They're huge.
You can see why they say it's a lost city.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Crazy. This is the Mecca. This is the CBD.
But yeah, after seeing this one, I definitely want to go see the one in Limmen National Park, because I reckon that one just looks 10 times bigger than this. I reckon it'd be insane to see.
So it's a different lost city.
Another lost city.
Well, let's find the bus stop in this lost city. I don't know where the bus comes or the train, and we'll go there. Very funny.
Yeah.
Just pulled over on the side of the road, and in a sea of green trees we found these like weird red trees. They're almost pink. It looks like a white snappy gum looking thing, but they've got the pinkest leaves. I don't know if that's picking it up, but yeah, there's only 2 of them, which is incredible. So let us know in the comments below, what tree is this?
For anyone that hasn't travelled in the wet season, this is a daily occurrence. 30 degrees of ambient nighttime temperatures and huge thunderstorms bringing down pours that can last all night. We couldn't hack it off grid last week, so we've come into the Litchfield Safari Camp for some power and some night aircon. And we highly recommend this caravan park if you're coming to Litchfield.
Good morning. This morning, well, ate a beautiful curry last night and had one of the best shows ever, one of the biggest thunderstorms we've ever seen in our lives, hey?
It was crazy. The storms here are just next level. It's insane.
Massive. It was like scary. Like we said, it was shaking the caravan floor, some of that thunder, and the lightning was overhead. No wind, so literally didn't move for so freaking long. But anyway, beautiful curry as well. Last night was an absolute treat. We had a beautiful dinner, beautiful show, sky show, and I'm a bit disappointed though. Sarah didn't put enough chili in the curry, so I don't have any ring sting this morning. But despite that, we are going to go.
Everyone wants to know.
Despite that, we are coming down to Florence Falls this morning, and I'm about to show you the lookout. And yeah, if I did have ring sting, this would be a fantastic spot to soothe it. Check this out.
Wow, look at that. Even that way looks amazing.
Are you kidding? Look at this.
That's incredible.
But one thing, we do have bad news, so we'll share the bad news very shortly. Yeah, but because of all this rain we've been having last night, and well, every day it's been raining, which is crazy to say. That is why all these waterfalls are absolutely pumping. During dry season, all the waterfalls start to dry out because there's not enough water for them to fall. And then literally when the wet season or the end of the build up and the start of the wet season hits, that's when everything turns beautiful green. The rains happen every day, and then the waterfalls start to pump. So yeah, I'm trying to show you guys a side of this place that no one's ever shown before. And the trade-off is it is so freaking hot. So 7 o'clock, it's already 35 degrees. So anyway, we're gonna go jump in this beautiful swimming hole down here. Hopefully there's not too many people. So this is something we've never had happen to us before. A bit of a technical difficulty in real life about trying to get shots for you guys. Look how foggy that lens is. That's just because of the humidity. Yeah, crazy. This is fog camp.
Cool filter though. Okay, so when you come down to Florence Falls, there's 2 options to get down. You can either do the 1.1k walk down, or you can choose to do 135 steps straight down. So
this is
we
shorter.
have gone with the step option. Will we regret it?
Maybe, but one thing's for damn sure, this is shorter. So if you're going on fuel economy, body fuel economy, I'm like a V8. I suck the juice. I need a lot of fuel.
We'll be using more fuel for a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, but I've got my thongs on. These are like all-terrain, so I'm getting better fuel economy with these. So yeah, we'll get in there, have a swim, and then we'll bust it up to Bluey's. Can't wait to show you Bluey's.
Roll down my window and let the rain in. You call me by my name. Too late to turn home. We chase the night away.
With no one travelling in the NT and wet season, these fish were extremely hungry, and to Sarah's surprise, as soon as she dangled her feet into the water, they started nibbling it. The cheeky buggers were definitely hungry, so if you come in here, definitely look out for the sooty grunters.
My friends.
They're waiting for you to jump back in.
Try and do a front flip or back flip.
Sarah's making a run for it. She's so scared of the fish. I've never seen her swim so fast in my life. Got it to ourselves too.
Interrupting the video for 1 second, we're so proud to show you guys this. This is the Bush Optics window shade. A lot of you already know about this product, but I wanted to show you anyway. Now this is an insulative window covering to keep the heat out of your car, and the way they work is we're utilising rare earth magnets to attach these window shades that are built by about 9 different insulative layers. A lot of testing's gone into this to reduce the heat and glare in your car, and this is how quick and easy they are to install. They literally just magnetise straight to your window, but have a look at that. They look absolutely outstanding in black to match the interior of your car. These are going to increase your privacy, so where you park your car, no crooks can see what's in the back of it. Not only that, is it's going to reduce the heat in your car and also make it a lot darker, a lot less glare. I cannot wait to show you more about them, and yeah, the feedback we've got so far is absolutely outstanding.
Bit of an update on Bush Optics. We have launched the business and it has gone off. In fact, the 200 series window shade sets have sold out, unfortunately, guys. But we do, a lot of people didn't realize, we do the dash shades as well. So they're on the website as well. Everything is at a launch price. So we've still got Y62s, we've still got 150 Prados, and we still have the 300 series. They're all selling really fast, so don't wait. And the launch price of $309 is about to end. So make sure you get in on that. Plus, we're doing a special deal. So if you buy a full set of window shades for your vehicle model, and then you add the dash shade to the car, you're gonna get $25 off your complete order. So it is well worth doing. And like I said, if you want that launch price, we're turning it off in a couple days. The launch price was to say thank you to everyone that jumped on early and supported us early. So yeah, just letting you guys know, that is about to end as well. So jump over to the Bush Optics website, grab your set, and a lot of people have been asking us what models are coming out in the future. We're currently in the final stages of getting the Troopy, so the 75-78 series Landcruiser done. We've got the 105-100 series GXL tailgate version done, and we've also got the 76 series wagon all on the way. So not only that, dash shades are coming out of the wazoo. We've got heaps of those coming for different models like Hiluxes. So a lot of cool stuff in the works, guys. Yeah, massive shout out to everyone that jumped on board straight away and supported us. We are blown away with the support, and yeah, like I said, Bush Optics, it's a good thing, and we cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on some. So anyway, head over to the Bush Optics website. Back to the video.
So we've just finished at Florence Falls. I've had a little nibble from a fish. I had a little cut on my ankle and it literally pulled the scab off. It's so disgusting.
Now,
but anyway,
I'm Devo. I didn't have a fishing rod. I could have got serious revenge on that fish that, you know, hurt my girlfriend. So, but anyway, check it out. I brought the fishing rod this time.
I don't know where he's going to fish here.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about no fishing, right? But obviously, if you do want to fish, don't cast into people's water holes and stuff, you know. There was no one down there. That's why I was kicking myself. But you never get it like this either. So
yeah.
Where are we now?
We're at Bluey Rock hole. Last time we're calling it Bluey Rock hole.
It can be Bluey.
And this one is 500 metres return, so we love that. Not a far walk.
Beautiful. The drone up on this one and show you guys a bird's eye view because it is spectacular.
Very beautiful.
Oh, what a beautiful spot. But I'll tell you what, one thing that's really creepy is opening your eyes in these blue holes because they're so deep. Yeah, what's lurking beneath you is just super unknown, and anything that's unknown in life is scary. You think about space and the universe and stuff, and it's scary because we don't know what's out there. Well, this is pretty much the biggest black hole you ever see. So, yeah.
Now I don't want to go see
So cool, and to score it with no one here too. Really, there's bugger all people. There's other couple here, but yeah, so cool.
Rightio, we just got into our next victim, and that is Tolomah Falls. Now this is a good one to come have a look at because it is grand, massive grand scale. But I tell you what, coming into the car park, we almost got taken out. Had a backpacker was driving on the wrong side of the road, so we almost had a freaking head on out here.
They were trying to find something in the footwell of their car, but both of them were looking down while still driving.
And we had to be on the horn just to give them a bit of a wake up call.
And they look up and they're just like, oh, waving. It's so funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. But anyway, we're here. There's no one else here, and it's funny. There's no one in the park really, and we almost ran into pretty much the only other person. But the outlook here is just incredible. We're going to throw the drone up, but the bad news is, like I said before, Kakadu has just been shut. So we're coming closer.
Literally tomorrow, there was a few things already shut, and we were like, it's still worth it, we'll go out there. But then another thing just shut the other day, and now another thing's shutting tomorrow.
So everything's shutting within the next week because we are getting closer towards Christmas. So yeah, I think the falls are all running as well because they've had so much rain. I think it's more of like a temperature thing, or just like this time of the year they shut it down. I'm not too sure what it is, but maybe the roads are destroyed. But like I said, we're doing this stream lap, and it is the most realistic way of showing you guys things. Things don't always go to plan. You miss out on stuff, you have to put it on your second lap list. So yeah, it is true to form. It is unrealistic and unreasonable to think that you will get to see everything in Australia, and we've been saying that for years. So if you are,
it's so funny because we had so many people getting up us in the comments when we made the decision to skip a few places down south, purely for this reason. We were like, we don't want to be stuck up here in wet season when it's like cyclones, 40 degrees during the day, you're risking yourself getting heat stroke. So now it's clear that we made the right decision by skipping over a few things to get here a bit earlier.
And funny you say that, Sarah, because they've just issued a heat wave warning for this area, and if you look at how it is, it's severe just in the Litchfield and Kakadu region. So it is a bloody hot part of Australia, and yeah, I don't think that you should be up here any closer into any further into wet season than what we are now.
We will put out some sort of thing with best seasons to travel Australia, because you can definitely do the dream like we've done this year a little bit better with the seasons. We were obviously a bit restricted because we're working on the road. We had a bit of a delay with the caravan, so there has been things that have changed and affected our dream lap. But like we said when we spoke about that, you guys will probably have things that happen when you do your dream lap. You might have to go home for certain reasons, stop for work, whatever it is.
Yeah,
so,
stuff happens. Whoever, no one's exempt from stuff or shit happening to them. So that's just life. But anyway, like Sarah said, the delay, 4 months delay. We were meant to leave the southwest of Western Australia just after.
For work, so it's everything,
We were meant to leave the southwest of Western Australia in January. And start the lap then, but we left in April, so that's 4 months delayed, and that's because of this caravan we've built. Looking back, fantastic caravan, but a lot of work to do that. But yeah, that's what happened. We can't have everything, can't have your cake and eat it, and that's another thing about life, So anyway, we're going to show you guys how good Tolomah is, and after Litchfield, I guess we're heading west because there's
back home.
Yeah, we're heading towards WA, which we cannot wait to show you too, because
we haven't seen our family in over 8 months.
Yeah.
We miss them so much. Not even one small visit. It's been so long.
Yeah, so that's cool. We get to head west, closer towards home, but we've got a heap of stuff in WA to show you as well. So, but anyway,
I'm not too excited about family just yet.
But anyway, we don't have the past, we don't have the future, we only have the present moment. So let me show you Tolomah Falls. This place is absolutely amazing, and it should blow your mind. So last waterfall, I swear, but the Litchfield National Park is one of our favourites because everything's so close together in comparison to like Arnhem Land and Kakadu and stuff like that. So you get to, it's like real punchy, you get to do a lot in a day. And the other good thing about it, it's all bitumen now. You definitely can find some unsealed roads if you're chasing that sort of thing, but after doing the Arnhem Land Road recently, having a little bit of sealed road is just bloody music to our ears. The car's loving it. Obviously we punish our gear pretty hard, so a little bit of sealed road every now and again we absolutely love. So anyway, we're headed into Wangi Falls, which is our last victim on the list, and hopefully there's no crocs that have got past the $3 million net they've just installed.
Nice.
So this is the spot, Wangi Falls, one of the most beautiful swimming holes out here in the Litchfield, but this is probably one of the most dangerous spots in terms with frequency. They find big salties where they shouldn't be. Now there's signs everywhere saying swim at your own risk and stuff, so really it isn't that safe. I don't know if I'll swim yet. It depends how many other bodies are in the water, because let me tell you, the more people, the better odds you got. As a surfer, that's what I do with surfing lineups as well, and sharks. Always count the amount of people, divide your odds up. So I'll show you what the croc fence looks like that they've just put in. Look at this, brand new. How sick is that?
Wow.
So there is freshies in here.
Freshies are all good, but when
Yeah, we don't want the salty.
Come in.
That's how you can tell between a freshie and a salty. The snout is real skinny, where a salty has got a lot broader snout on it. So that's a salty.
I didn't know that freshwater crocodiles are only found in Australia. Crazy.
Yeah,
Lots
but-
of fishes.
They need the sack.
Oh dear. That looks like I made that sign.
That looks like I made it.
Okay, we know it's very safe, but not for us, not swimming. And everyone's crowded around the front bit. Like obviously everyone's feeling a little bit anxious about swimming.
Yeah.
So we were like, no, we don't really want to swim with everyone.
And this is actually quiet as well. Like you should see it in peak season. It's pumping. There's
Oh my
probably
God, last time there was just people scattered over the whole pool, everywhere.
So there's probably only 20 people here, but like me and Sarah love the more tranquil areas, and like we travel for a living and we're always hell bent on trying to find the spot that maybe not is the most pretty or the grandest, because this is definitely the most grand waterfall here. But we love it, the tranquility of like no one around sort of thing, peaceful, you know, swimming in the shallows with 20 other people that are scared of crocs, all excreting serotonin and stress hormones.
Yeah.
That is not something that we are a massive fan of.
Huge news, guys. We are back from the Dream Lap, and we are going to be down at the ABBA Caravans 4-day Caravan Expo on the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th of May. Come down and see us. It's going to be a sick time. We're going to have the Super Duty there down on display, plus our very own SKT Signature Series caravan. There's a rumour on the streets that ABBA are going to have a huge rubber arm for that whole weekend, and they're going to be giving away $10,000 in cold hard cash. To enter that giveaway, simply sign up for a van slot on that weekend, and you're in the running to win that cold hard cash. And guess what? If there's only 2 van slots, and you've got a 50% chance of winning 10 grand. There's going to be 10 $250 fuel vouchers they're giving out to random people that walk through the gates. And like I said, we'd love to see you guys down there for a chat and a laugh. And to ABBA Caravans in Rockingham, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of May. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'd love to see you down there.